Manchester-based singer-songwriter called Nicola. This is not her first time in the chair, by the way. She's been in here a few times before. Can I wish you a very, very good morning, very warm welcome.
Oh, what a lovely welcoming introduction. It's great to be here, Mike.
And Happy New Year to you as
yes!
well. So, we're going to spend the whole of this interview talking about this song.
Okay, that's all right.
Where did this song come from?
So I started to work on this upcoming album last year, and I had a studio session booked with a producer, but I had no songs, no lyrics, anything. I was cooking in the kitchen. I love cooking. And all I heard was, he's been good to me, he's been good to me. But I started to feel really sad. And I thought, this is strange. So I got my phone out and I started to sing on the voice note and recorded it. And I just started to think about all the times that I hadn't been consistent with God, and all the times that his faithfulness was present when I didn't necessarily deserve it. And suddenly I started to think about other people and how other people have felt along their journey of faith. Because sometimes we only talk about the highs and the good things that we've done, but there's many times that we've let him down and he's been so consistent. And so this song broke me writing it, let alone when I went into the studio and recorded it. And I was working with a producer called Ian Green. I've wanted to work with him for years. He's a genius. He's worked with Michael Jackson. He has a way of bringing out the best in you. And so when we hit the studio, there was such a presence that I knew that there was something in this song that was special in comparison to the other ones that I hadn't even written yet. And so I cried over this song for probably about 3 months. I'd just hear it and I'd just cry. So as soon as the song was recorded, we planned to do the video. And again, it was that same thing. And I think the narrative of he's been good to me over and over again. Because sometimes when bad stuff happens, we don't remember the goodness of God. And when we're used to the goodness, we forget. Do you know what I mean? And ironically, when the song came out, I was in a car accident just before the song was released. And I was challenged with, how can you say that God's been good to you based on what you're facing now? I've been off work the past 7 weeks, literally, because because of my injury. But in that process, seeing God's goodness and God's hand and God's faithfulness just reminds me of, you will see God's goodness in the land of the living, so don't faint.
Let me tell you this, and we've got to stop talking or we won't have any time to play the record. The first time I heard this, I said on the air, and I'm talking about the first time I heard this, I brought it in and played it the next Sunday morning. And I said, if this was out of America, everybody would be raving about it. Does that concern you at all?
It doesn't concern me, but it propels me further to make sure that the sound waves that I make in the spirit, the sound waves that I make in this city and in the UK, that I work so hard to make sure that it does get to the places that it needs to get to. And amazingly, some of the independent stations in the US have actually picked up the song and been playing the song on radio. They've been requesting it. And so, I'm not concerned. It propels me to work harder.
Let us listen to the song. It's called
Good to Me.
I wish we had more time.
I know. But that was a really good question, actually.
Journey through life,
yeah, it was tough.
I think this is up there with the best gospel songs ever made.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
If they had any sense, this would be a Grammy winner.
Wow.
Wow.
And let's not hear a ton of